Hello, my celestial beings. This is Mystic Storm here to clear a path to a new life with you. If you're new, welcome to the family and soul tribe. I pray that this weekly essence intuitive guidance reading blesses you and you're able to gain guidance for this week, okay? And if you're already a part of the celestial tribe, you already know the deal. We back with another one, okay? All right, so I hope you all enjoyed and celebrated the blue moon in Taurus. You know, blue moons are very rare, and it was on Halloween. Like, turn up. Like, I would love to know what y'all did to celebrate. Me personally, I connected with my ancestors. I actually had a really insightful dream about my ancestors that was really nice. I also did some work for myself, like road opening type work, and I just spend time with the person I love. So, yeah, I enjoyed myself throughout the whole week. So I hope you all did the same. Okay. So we're going to get into the astrology portion. Don't forget that we have tarot and oracle coming up next after this, okay? I also want to let you all know that if it's your birthday month, so shout out to all my Scorpios. Shout out. So for right now, because the sun is in Scorpio as I'm filming this, if it's your birthday month, you do get 25% off of readings on the in-depth readings, okay? So just hit me up. It's mysticstorm333@gmail.com, and I will be there for you, okay? All right. So as I was getting ready, I was thinking, I was like, what is the message, Spirit, for this week? And the channel message I got was a Disney song. I think this was from the High School Musical. We're all in this together. When I tell y'all, I think I probably watched High School Musical maybe once, twice. Like, I'm not a big High School Musical fan, so the fact that came up is very befitting for this week, because first, Mercury goes direct for my astrology people, but it also goes direct on election day for us in America, okay? And I feel like we're all in this together. You know, a lot of people try to predict who will be the president, but it's up to us. You know, we have to go out there and vote. Yes, I'm encouraging you all to vote. I have my mixed feelings on it, but I still voted, okay? To be honest, I voted, so I encourage you all to vote as well, okay? Because we're all in this together. Okay, with that being said, I'm looking at the chart here, and we're first going to start off with this opposition with the sun in Scorpio with Uranus, okay? So with Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Uranus does not like to be in the sign of Taurus because it feels restricted, right? Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, free and intelligent, and just wants to, you know, also with chaos and all that stuff too. A lot of change, transformation. I always think of Uranus as a mixture between Mercury and Pluto. So if you get the sense with that. So with the sun opposition Uranus retrograde, yes, there's going to be some friction on this day because it's spontaneous. We don't know the outcome of the election. We don't know, you know, we're just waiting. We might have a lot of tension because we have two rival sides, things like that. So with that being said, the moon is in Gemini. And with the moon being in Gemini, this all connects with our feelings. And Geminis, they're the twins, right? So we might have mixed feelings during this week. We might be going back and forth between different situations, different instances that have gone on and take place. But I will say that the moon is trine Mars retrograde in Aries, which is the I am, right? And with this taking place, Mars retrograde, we've been talking about the impulses we may have to, take action and do all these things. And also, Mars is the ruler of war. So with this being in a trine, I'm getting harmony because both the moon and Mars retrograde are at the coordinates 15, reduces to 6, harmony. Trines also indicate harmony. So I feel like this will be a peaceful week despite anything, the outcome of the election, the outcome of anything. I feel like we should urge, no matter who is in office, that we should get a grip on our emotions, okay? Don't really act on your impulses, observe them, observe your feelings and bring them out in a positive light, okay? I will say also, Black Moon Lilith is very close. I don't think she's conjunct with Uranus retrograde, but this is our rawest, barest, deepest desires coming out to play. And she's also in the sign of Taurus. So what are your desires as far as building a foundation, financially? Think about that. Think about your deepest desires and really focus on building that, because the blue moon was in Taurus, so you could have done some money work and all that stuff. So Black Moon Lilith is here to help you really tap into those deep, loving desires that you have in regards to money, finances, building a foundation for yourself, okay? All right. So next, I'm being drawn to Neptune retrograde, because Neptune retrograde in Pisces is sextile with the sun in Scorpio. That's 2 water signs here, right? So with this sextile, this is also harmony, not as joyous as the trine, but with this being said, Neptune is all about our spirituality. It's all about our illusions also, okay? Our fantasies, our escapism, okay? So, and then with the sun being in the watery, deep Scorpio, those might come out to play. So I would say, have childlike, like manners. You might want to tap into your inner child. You might want to play and have fun more. But I would say be cautious, have balance with this, because you might have a tendency to indulge a little too much this week, okay? Especially with this sextile here. You might want to indulge a little bit much. You might want to escape your reality, and especially since it might be harsh. Your reality is, because the focal point with the sun and Uranus, because they're at an opposition, they're, opposing sides, that light is shining on all the chaos. It's shining on all the spontaneousness and destruction. So you might want to use Neptune retrograde to escape. Yes, have fun. Yes, be joyous, all these things, but also work on the balance, okay? Neptune is also trying, I believe it's Jupiter here, and that means we'll have an expansion. An expansion is sextile, not trine. It's sextile with Jupiter here. So there's an expansion of our spirituality, an expansion of this, like, intuition, tapping into this. The veil is still very thin at this time. So you might want to do some more work as far as tapping in with your third eye and your crown. And I also would suggest root chakra, because you have to be grounded as well, okay? And I will talk about Mars, and then go back to Mars retrograde, and then we'll get into Mercury, who goes direct on the 3rd, okay? So Mars retrograde is squared off with, I believe, let me look here. Mars is squared off with, I can't tell here. Yeah, Jupiter. So we have Neptune sextile Jupiter, and then Mars retrograde squared Jupiter, and Neptune is also in retrograde. Mars retrograde squared Jupiter. Again, we might have, I would say, limiting beliefs on our expansion. And this is where the crown chakra takes place. This is where we really have to connect, where Neptune will help with that, because we have to believe that we can achieve anything that we want in this life, okay? We have to believe that we can achieve anything we want in this life. Yes, doubt creeps in. Yes, fear creeps in. But these obstacles and challenges that we face, we can't let them get us down. You know, if you want to stop where you're at, you're just going to continue to have these same instances coming up over and over again. You're just going to repeat the same cycle. So I feel like, yes, it's hard right now. 2020 has been hard. You know, this is the biggest test of obstacles we didn't had, but we can't let what's happening around us affect us internally to the point where we give up on life. Okay, we are here for a purpose. We are here to do great things. We are here to fulfill our soul's mission. Okay, so don't let the current energy deter you or hinder you from your goals and your dreams. Okay, so yes, it might be a puff up of things going on and you feel like you can't go on, but you can. Okay, have the faith. Neptune retrograde, despite anything that's going on. Okay. Whew, yes. So next we're gonna get into Mercury, who goes direct on Tuesday, November 3rd, in the sign of Libra. Okay. Mercury has started off retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. Now it's in Libra. Then it's going to make its way back through Scorpio. Okay. Let me know how Mercury retrograde treated you. I know I talked about this in previous weekly essences, but baby, I mean, people like coming out the woodworks from the past, issues, arguments here and there. It's been a wild ride, okay? But for me, I knew that, yes, this is Mercury retrograde. Yes, there's some things that need to be teared down in order to rebuild and restructure. Yes, also, these people are coming back in your life, but you don't have, trying to come back in your life, but that doesn't mean that you have to accept it, okay? You know, I was going to say crown chakra. Yes, crown chakra. Know your worth. You're worthy. Also, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is always in the background. Always have that confidence to know your worth. Okay? So I hope you all, despite everything that happened with Mercury retrograde, you came up on top. Okay? And with Mercury being in Libra, again, this is justice, balancing the scales. And with Mercury being about communication, I feel like now we'll be able to fully express ourselves. If anything comes up to where you usually back off, this is the time to stand your ground, okay? Stand your ground, know your worth, and know that you're not taking this anymore. You're not taking any BS no more, okay? And Mercury is squared off with the self-development trio. We have, yes, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, who are all direct in the sign of Capricorn. So with this communication and this thinking, the mind, and it's coupled with Mars retrograde squared Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter. We might have thoughts of limiting belief around our expansion, around our transformation, around our maturity and growth, but it's growing pains. growing pains. Remember when you were little and as you were sprouting up, as you were growing, your knees, did you ever get those pains in your knees? And the doctor said it's growing pains. These are growing pains. And again, these obstacles are here because we have to transform. We have to change. And the change begins with you. You have to be open to the change so you can receive. So you can receive the blessing Spirit has for you, okay? Okay. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Venus. Venus is in Libra as well. You know, Venus is all about love and partnerships. And in the sign of Libra, Libra also has to do with partnerships. So I feel like during this week and during this time that Venus is in Libra, we're going to build better foundations in our relationships, really connect with our partners and realize what it is that we want to work on in order to go forth, seeing that future and how it looks like, building that and manifesting that, okay? As I looked at the chart, I did say, I was like, it might be time for another love reading. So if I'm really called to do it, be on the lookout for that, okay? So yeah, this is what we have here for the astrology portion of the weekly Essence Intuitive Guidance reading. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember, we're all in this together, especially with talking about the election, talking about 2020. Like we're just in this together. And yes, we have to work on things within us in order to change the outcome of the whole entire world. So continue to work on yourself and continue to shine your light. Okay? All right, we're going to jump into the tarot and oracle cards. So I will see you there, and I love you all. Okay, let's hop into it. We're going to start off with the Psychic Tarot here. Spirit, what messages, what guidance do you have for the collective for this week? Messages, guidance that you have for the collective for this week. What do we need to know? What should we bring into our awareness? Monday through Sunday. Thank you. Accelerated motion, Ace of Wands. Eight of Wands. Shadow here in reverse, light in reverse, interesting. And one more. Thank you. Look, this was at the bottom of at the top of the deck. When I shuffled, it was still there. Triumphant success, Ace of Swords. Come on. Yes. So whatever, I feel like you wished upon a star. We're talking about the blue moon here. You wished upon a star. You did your magic. You set your intentions. Even if you wrote it down, if you spoke it aloud, if you lit a candle, whatever you did to work your magic, you wished upon a star with this 8 transformation. And there's accelerated motion. There's fast energy. You're working. The odds are in your favor, is what I'm hearing, okay? The odds are in your favor. So continue to have hope despite the obstacles that are coming your way, because the obstacles are here to facilitate the changes and transformation that you are calling in, okay? There is a battle here between your shadow self and your ego, okay? You know, shadow here has both the light and the dark here. So I feel like yes, you have went within. You might still have to go within to clear up some things, but also this might be calling some of us to say, hey, you sit up here and manifested this stuff and you set your intentions. Now it's time to actually put in the work. It's no more creeping in the shadows, staying in your witch's closet, your broom closet, or staying, low key. It's not time to stay low key. It's time to be out there. Now with Mars retrograde, remember, plan plan this out and work it out. Don't just, you know, get it done. Make sure you use your intuition. Make sure you use your guidance so you can plan accordingly so it can work in your favor, okay? The light here is shining here. We might have a loss of hope. Because also the shadow here is Tuesday energy. This is the election. And then coming into Wednesday, it's like we might have a loss of hope, some of us. I never want to predict who the president is. I have my thoughts when I looked at the chart, but I want to keep that to myself, and we're gonna wait on the outcome. And if the outcome comes out right, I will tell you what I seen in the chart that led me to believe that. Okay, so yeah, with the light here, there might be a loss of hope. Again, remember with Mercury being squared off with the self-development trio, that's our mind, mental. So we have to work through these things, okay? We might have, we might be self-conscious in coming out of the shadow, okay? Because this is our comfort zone. But in order to really transform, it's time. It's time to step out there. It's time to be bold. It's time for you to step into your power. And you are going to do that with the Ace of Swords here. This is saying we're going to gain mental clarity, okay? Triumphant success. We're getting out of that shadow. We're getting out of the underworld. We've learned so much. It's time to bring that out into the world. It's time to use our gifts in order to change the world. Change begins with you. And it's a quote when I do my thumbnails and do all this. I do it on Canva. And they have like quotes when you download your art. And it says, the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world actually do. I can't remember whose quote it was, but that one sticks with me. And it's just like, little old me who think I can make a difference here doing my passion project, and it actually comes true. This is you stepping into your power, knowing your worth, crown chakra, solar plexus, okay? And coming out of that shadow, all of that fear and doubt out the window, because it's time. Spirit says it's time. It's a new year seasonally, okay? It's time to now, yes, we're going within because it's a dark time, but in this dark time, you need to, this is where your light needs to be illuminated. Be hopeful. Be joyous. Know that through these dark times, you can get through it. Though these dark times are here, this is where you can make moves in the dark. Okay? You can make moves in the dark. And then by the time that seasonally is spring and all that stuff, it's booming. So yes, even though we're going in a dark time, I feel like 2020 has been a dark time, and a lot of us have been going within already. I don't think that we have to stay in the shadow while we're going within. If you still have some inner work to do, yes, do it. But now is the time to prepare to bring your gifts out, okay? All right. So let's pull a few more cards. All right. Temptation in reverse. That's the devil in reverse. Let's go. Let's go. We're not letting the fear hold us back no more. Period. Period. Disruption. This is the Tower in reverse. We're not letting any obstacles get us down, deter us from our dreams. It's over with. It's over with. No more. No more. We too confident for that. We know our worth. We know that it's time for a change. And the change begins with us. We have to take action. Okay? We have to take action. And last card. Oh, Too many cards. Authority came out in reverse right there, but that's too many cards. I'm not going to take it. We have to have the discipline, though. Spiritual strength in reverse. Okay, so this is what we need to work on. That purple border is giving me crown chakra vibes, because this is nine of wands. And 9 of wands, no, I'm thinking of 10 of wands in the traditional tarot, but forget that. You know, spiritual strength here, especially since it's lining up with the triumphant success, I feel like even though we're not letting this get us down, at the same time, I think we underestimate our strength. We underestimate our strength. So this is Spirit telling us that keep going, be bold, push it to the limit. Push it to the limit and know that that limit that you set, you can exceed it. Okay? No more will you be bound by these limitations of fear with the devil in reverse. No more. Because you do have the key to success. You have all the tools you need in order to be harmonious, to be in balance, to be in tune to the point where you can really turn your life around. Yes, the Tower is here in reverse. I feel like the Tower has already fallen for you in many ways in your life. And with the Tower here in reverse, it's like, okay, another Tower falling, all right, bet. I already know what I can do. It might shake you up a little bit with this spiritual strength, but this is you stepping up. This is you stepping up and knowing that you can do this. This is Spirit saying, despite any obstacles, you can do it. Believe in yourself, crown chakra energy. Okay? All right. So this is a tarot part. We're going to close out with some oracle. I was called to the spirit animal deck, and we're going to see what animals or what animal is calling us this week to work with. What animal is with us, Spirit? What do we need to learn from this animal? How can we stay in balance? Thank you. It's this one. Shark. Shark, water energy. Ooh, being vicious. This is being bold. Tearing down our enemies. Okay, I like it. I like it. Again, emerging from the depths, from the darkness, from our, you know, our shadow side, and coming into the light with this white and black energy here. So I want to look at the shark energy. Shark. It says directness, exposure, ooh, revealing true nature and desire. It says the shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed, coming out from the shadows. Come on. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. This is that Mercury now direct on November 3rd, squared off with the self-development trio. It says, it may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we will feel its presence encircling us. So when in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. So it's in balance to me because it's upright. If it was out of balance, or if you sense this about yourself, sneaky and destructive, that's when it's out of balance. And to bring into balance, honesty. So definitely throat chakra vibes. Again, definitely says speak it out. You know, knowing your worth and standing your ground, okay? Shark energy, let's go. Being direct, okay? And also being authentic with yourself so you can come out of the depths of your shadow and really work on what you want to bring forth into this life, okay? All right, we're gonna get into next. This is the Black Moon astrology cards. I pulled this one especially because of the Black Moon Lilith was close to Uranus retrograde. So I want to see what Black Moon Lilith is wanting us to be aware of as far as our desires. Thank you. Virgo energy, I analyze. So with Virgo energy here, yes, this is a time for us. Again, when I said, you know, you might want to work on your projects and you might feel like you want to bring them out now, but you have to assess and analyze what it is. Also being very observant this week. Being very organized. You might want to reorganize your home, get more organized as starting a calendar, being more organized at work, any of these things, but analyzing, not over analyzing, just I analyze in order for you to assess the issues or situations at hand and going forth so you can have a better foundation to work off of, okay? Excellent. And then we're gonna get into the Whispers of the Ocean next. Let's see our final messages for this week. Final messages for this week. Spirit, what do we need to know right now? What do we need to bring to our awareness? What is the overall message for this week? Okay. Distinctive potential. Okay, look at that. It says, rely on your faith in the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So distinctive potential. This is saying relying on faith. This is that crown chakra energy, right? That I was talking about. Anything is possible. Anything is possible when you step out of your comfort zone. When these obstacles are here, you're gonna slice and dice through them, okay? And realize that the goal in mind is achievable, okay? This change is happening. 23 reduces to 5. This change that is happening is for the betterment so you can get through this transformation, okay? So this is what we have for this week. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.